Hi everyone. So today we're gonna go over my organization thing for 2025. So like my entire system. So recently I looked into digital planning and I absolutely love it. So I have an iPad right now. I'm literally looking at my script on it. And we're gonna go over on my iPad my Notion, my digital planner on GoodNotes, and my Apple Calendar. So first when I started going into digital planning, I started with the Cyberry digital planner from K Digital Studio, which I'll link down below. It's completely free, and I've been using it for the last month or so, and I have been loving it a lot more. But I wanted to upgrade to something a little bit more premium because K Digital is good. I like it. It had the hyperlinks, everything was great, but I wanted something a little bit more aesthetic, and that's on me. So I got another planner, and this one is from the creator Peanut Butter, and I'm gonna link both the digital planner and the YouTube video which I saw from her, where she goes over the planner. It's not in English, but the planner doesn't really need to be described in English. You just kind of can go through the pages, and then the website, like you can just use Google Translate and you can check out with. So sorry about that, but I still like it, and I still use Notion for things. Like I was very big on Notion before, and after digital planner, I did transition some things over to my digital planner, and you stayed some on Notion. And the reason I use Apple calendars because I just like seeing the view. Um, but so for 2025, I'm planning on using a combination of my digital planner on GoodNotes, Notion, and iCalendar, Apple Calendar. And this does sound like a lot. I will not lie to you, but there is a reason. I'll go more in depth further in the video as to why I use every single one specifically, and also why it's necessary and why I can't really use like one for both of them. There's a reason why I have all three of them. And I will say that in Majora 24 again, I did use Notion Calendar because Notion did come out with a calendar. I did like it. And I can always do a video on how I use it. Like I literally use it, I think, for the whole year and just doing kind of like a tour of it. But I switched to iCalendar because I liked how the reminders function was integrated with the new update. And honestly, the Notion Calendar app for iPad just absolutely sucks. And because I use my iPad a lot more now, sometimes that's the only thing I bring to class. I want a function calendar on it. And why not Google Calendar? Well, I do use Google Calendar. I just don't like the user interface of it. I feel like Apple Calendar is a lot more cleaner for me, especially because in the entire Apple ecosystem, it's not a problem. I actually create everything on Google, so most of my calendars and everything is on Google Calendar. It's just integrated into my Apple Calendar and also my Notion calendar when I did use Notion. So I do use Google Calendar. I just don't use that particular software. I've integrated software in other softwares. And like if I change in one place, it can change everywhere. So what the first thing we're gonna go through is my Notion. So I'm gonna change up my camera setup so you guys can look at my iPad, and then we'll get into it. Okay, so this is my Notion homepage, and I can always share a template if you guys like, but I'm just gonna go over it. So on the left over here, I hate how you can't zoom in, but on the left here, I have my reflect and brainstorm. And here I just have some widgets and some pictures from my vision board and just something like aesthetic stuff. So the first thing that we're going to go over is what's on the left. So this is like my January goals, for example. And this is like, I like to split up my goals in specific categories. So the lazy gal, academic wise, spiritual, physical, financial. And then, so this is what I used to use last year. And it was my habit tracker on Notion. But now because I literally have like, sorry guys. Okay. Other than that, I have like a couple of habits like morning gratitude, which I have over here. I've been doing that on my digital journal now, and I like to remove it so it doesn't take up as much space. And then I also try to drink 2 bottles of water, move my body, and then I got this template from someone, this specific one, so I didn't code any of this progress stuff myself, but I can always share this template which has everything in it. And then there's also this board way, which I don't usually use because I like to do by day. So I'll be like, oh, like I did this, oh, I didn't do that, blah blah blah. I try not to be like, oh, like I didn't do this, like today was not a productive day. I don't base it off of that. Like obviously, some of these things I can't all do in one day. Like I cannot, do my course and then apply internships and do my like lazy gal stuff and like all of this in one day. Just seeing how much I can do in a week. Yeah, and then this is my daily planner, which I used to use before my digital planner. I just want to leave this on here so you guys can use it. When I probably share a template, I'll probably just remove all of this information so you guys can put whatever you want to do. But I like to add important events Things I need to do, like for example, I don't really have anywhere to keep them. I just need to write them down so I don't forget. My Sunday reset, I can always do a video on that as well. But like my habit tracker, my weekly goals, like what do I do every Sunday to reset my, especially my Notion, because that's like kind of where everything was. And this is like my weekly stuff. So every week, as you can see, this is pretty old. But like this week I have to do this stuff and then daily stuff. And then I like to change the colors up in the icons sometimes. So that's really all of it. I hate how the pencil doesn't work sometimes. So like I'm so used to it. This is my good notes. It links directly to my digital planner, so we'll go over that next. But right now, the next thing I have is my Lazy Gal. So this is one of the main reasons I use Notion still, is because of the content calendar. It's harder to be this like customizable in a digital planner, so that's why I still like to use Notion. So for example, this has all my quick links. So my blog, my Apple Podcast, my Spotify podcast, my YouTube, my creator profile. If I need to link something fast, instead of searching it up or going through a bunch of links to find it, it's all here. I mean, I have my link tree for this too, but sometimes I don't have my creator profile in there. I don't have my freebies in there. So it's nice to have everything in like one spot. This is also my social links. So I have all my social links here just in case I ever need to like tag it or, access it. Again, all here. And then, so in one of these pages, as you can see, July is pretty old, but I haven't updated this page as much. But like my blog post ideas, my content calendar, or brands and emails to collab with, what season for my podcast. Like my script for this podcast is in podcast scripts, video ideas, content ideas, freebie ideas. So for example, my content calendar, which I'm still, making, like these are what I should be posting, like for example, this day. So this is my YouTube video that I should be posting tomorrow. And then when you see like, okay, so I have a status, I have a published date, what type of content is it, blah, blah, blah. So that's how I usually do most of mine. I like the calendar view. I also have like by type. I think the one I use the most often is status, just because I can like, it's easy to like move them around. Like, oh, like this one I already posted and this one to move over there. Because I'm the only owner, this owner view is kind of useless to me because like, I think it's literally just status. I think it's just renamed. But yeah. And then I also embedded it. Oh, no. I also embedded it in here. And then this job application tracker, I actually don't use the one in Notion. I use one in Sheets, which I guess if you guys want, I can go over later. But I don't use this one, so I don't know why it's there. But I like the template, but the one in Sheets was a lot more easier for me to use, so I didn't use this one. But I have my resume linked and then like my LinkedIn. And then academics, so I used to have a lot of notes on here about like specific classes and study plans. But as I transition to my digital planner, I do my study plans there because I like writing it. I'll show you guys my like layout for next spring semester as well. But like I do liking writing notes here when I have my computer instead of my iPad, because why would I use good notes to type when I have Notion? So I just like using Notion for typing notes. And when I use Notion calendar in the classes, I think I still have Notion calendar here. Oops, don't know how to spell. Like I still have Notion calendar here. And let's say like this class I had exam 2, and in here they used to have a feature where you could add a document inside the thing. I don't know why they removed it, because it was one of my like the most useful ones I had, where you could create a document and link it to a specific thing. So when I had a class, I would link it to a specific time and it would have like this date, for example. So that's why I really like Notion calendar, but they removed that feature and I was like, what was the point? Anyways, see if the brightness, not the volume. Okay. And then this is like move your body. So this is my like workout tracker. What I do which days. I still have to change it. These are like my motivation, and then like what I do every single day. Not day, sorry. Like what I do in glutes and what I do in upper body. I have a page for that in my digital planner, I believe. And if not, I can always use this one. I don't really mind. But yeah. And a meal journaling is if like I would just write down a meal track, meal prep when I had the time for the week, because they give you the menu for the dining hall at our school. And others just a bunch of stuff like packing lists and like things to do before I go home, interviews. So like this is where I group everything. I just don't want it messy on my thing. This is kind of how it looks like the home on the left, and then like holiday gift ideas. Like I use Notion for just creating new notes technically. So yeah. So this is my entire Notion tour. Let's go on to good notes. Whatever came with. And then so this is my digital planner. I got it from Peanut Butter. I think the website name is Fafa's World, but like this thing's by Butter and Scotch. But I think it's really cute. So everything is like hyperlinked, of course. So if I want to scroll down, so this is like my 2025 goals. I actually created this page myself because it was just like she has like blank pages here that she's linked. So I just like duplicated it, copied it, and like made it my own. home. Yeah. And then, so in here, so I have like my goals for like content creation. Like again, like I like split up my goals, my health and wellness, and like academically. So I tried using font, but honestly, it just takes so much time. So I just try to write neat and like get it over with. This is my vision board for 2025. Again, this is another. I think this is something else I also duplicate. She didn't have this in it, but I just duplicated and added it myself because it's pretty easy. And then this is what she also included, like the calendar and breakdown. So I just went over like my Apple calendar. I went over like birthdays and stuff that don't change, like daylight savings, holidays, birthdays, anniversaries, all of that stuff. And so this is my January calendar. I don't have my syllabus yet, or I would like be like, oh, like this is due and then I have an exam. Then so I don't have my syllabus, and when I do get my syllabus, I will be like, I'll do that whole thing again. But I have some like when my community college classes start, when I have like Martin Luther King Day, and like everything goes to a weekly plan, and then every daily plan. Oops, like this one goes into a daily plan. So this is what my digital planner has as of now. So it also has a tracker. So I wrote down some things I want to specifically focus on in January: exercise, gratitude, study, code, and content creation. And then I also have an expense tracker for January, reflection. This is all included. It does not have a workout plan stuff. So what I think I might do is I might just copy one of those pages again. So she has like a couple that she included, and maybe I'll make my own, or I'll stick to or I'll stick to the Notion one. I haven't decided yet, but I will say that I don't mind using Notion on my like planners and stuff because it's nice. It's easier to use that on my phone because obviously when I go to the gym, I don't have my entire iPad with me. So on my phone, it's a lot easier to open up Notion and kind of do it, which is why I prefer to have it on there. It's easier to check it off as well. So I think I might keep it on Notion and then like change it up there. And then, okay, so this is my digital planner. I haven't really customized it a lot yet. I added some stickers, but like it's not January yet. Or maybe when I do publish this, it will be January. But as of now, as you can tell, it's December 23rd. So I don't have any like really big things I know of yet. So once I get my syllabus, it'll be easier. Okay, so digital planner done. Let's go into iCal. So this is my homepage right now, and like iCal is this one. So I really like how you can have these what's that called? Sorry, reminders. So especially because one of the downfalls of a digital planner is I can't open on my computer on my iPad, but it's not as easy to customize as it is on an iPad or a laptop. But Notion is. So I really like Apple Calendar because I can add these reminders, and then when I have my iPad, I can always just write them into my planner. So let me show you when I was actually busier. Yeah, so this is like when I actually had a busy day going on. I changed the colors a little bit, but as you can tell, like my schedule was there. So I had like lunch, my discrete math, my like classes, my gym times, my if I had like events or study sessions or tutoring, like I was booked. And obviously now during like winter break, I don't really have much going on, I will say to you. So I'm excited to have a full calendar. I'll show you guys what I have on this side. So again, I changed all the colors up. So these top ones that you can see from Gmail are actually for my Google Calendar. So I have a personal one, a work, meetings, daily, gym, content creation, class, and events. And then here I have my roommate classes, and then I have like, so this is my Canvas calendar, which if I could show you guys when I actually had class, is I integrated Canvas into my calendar. So here, because these are all day, like you can see when homework is due. So this way I don't have to check 15 different calendars if I have everything in one. I don't have it on right now because there's a bunch of stuff on my on my calendar, and it's like filling up my days with something that's like not important, so I remove it. And then so I have another one specifically for exams because obviously those are a lot more important to know about. Like for example, for my final, I made sure to make it a different color for next semester, and also appointments. And then these are just like birthday stuff. So that's really my entire organization stuff for 2025. The reason why I can't use like my Notion calendars because as you can saw, like the iPad version was not that good. And for my digital planner, I really like writing them down, and like using my hand compared to a actual like Notion thing where I'm typing it. The reason why I don't have a physical planner is because it like, why would I carry something extra when I already have so many things to like handle and carry and remember? Why would I want something else? So that's why I stuck with Notion. But after I got an iPad, I'm like, I'm literally going to be using this anyways. I might as well use that. So that is my entire Notion calendar and everything. Let me know if you guys want the template to anything, or if you want me to go over